you ready to thrive in 2025, even with the challenges of ADHD and fibromyalgia and other chronic issues? If you've ever felt overwhelmed by daily tasks or struggled to find your rhythm, you're not alone. Hi, and welcome to Level Up Life Quests. I'm your host, Paloma, and this is my first video of 2025. Yay! Got a new hair color. Did it myself. Some purple, some pink, and some orange. Let me know if you like it in the comments. So on this channel, I share tips, hacks, experiences, and habits to level up in life while navigating ADHD and fibromyalgia. Today I'm sharing 5 powerful habits specifically designed to help you boost your productivity, embrace your unique strengths, and create a fulfilling life, no matter the limitations. Let's unlock your potential together. Habit number 1 is the power of micro habits. The first habit is about breaking down overwhelming tasks into micro habits. So for those with ADHD and chronic illnesses, a big task can feel really overwhelming. Sometimes you will look at what you have to do and it will feel like such a huge mountain to climb. But when you break down whatever you need to do into smaller steps or smaller tasks or tiny tasks, you'll find that it's not that daunting after all. So how do I implement micro tasks? The first thing you need to do is choose a task. Choose something from your to-do list for the day that you are struggling to get done. Get a notepad or use your note apps on your phone. Write down what your task is. Let's say you want to clean your kitchen. You look at your kitchen, you're going to see what needs to be done, and then you're going to break it into smaller tasks. Step 1, load the dishwasher. Step 2, wipe down the counters. Step 3, take out the trash. Once you've got your small steps figured out, you're going to use a timer for 5 or 10 minutes. This will create some kind of urgency without being overwhelming. And remember to celebrate your win. Acknowledge your effort. So tick it off. Tell yourself, 1 down, 5 to go. Just remember to focus on the next step. A small shift, a tiny action can make a huge difference. It will get you into that mindset of, oh, I've done 1 step, might as well do the other 5. It kind of tricks your brain into doing things that you don't normally want to do. Habit number 2, body doubling for accountability. What is body doubling?
Body doubling is like having a productivity buddy who sits with you while you work. Imagine having a friend nearby while you tackle that boring task that you've been avoiding. For people with ADHD, just having someone else in the room or on a video call can magically help them stay focused and motivated.
And when you're a kid, you sometimes play together, but sometimes you're in the same room playing with different toys, but just keeping each other company. So that's what we call parallel play. And parallel play is something that you can take with you to your adult life and do the body doubling situation. Accountability is really important when we have goals and tasks, because holding each other accountable in whatever you decide to do increases the likelihood that you will do it. So how do you practice body doubling? What are the steps? Step number 1 is find a partner. So that partner can be a friend, your spouse. It can be a group online. It can also be just a live session with a YouTuber that is doing a body doubling to help other people. And it can even be a recording. I am a huge K-pop fan, and I know that some of my favorite artists have videos of them studying or reading so that fans can use them as company to study when you don't have anyone to do that with you. I can link some below. Once you've found your partner, you have to set your clear goals. What you do is, before starting, you will decide what you're going to be working on, and then you're going to share it with your buddy so that you both know what the other person is doing. Oh, Paloma, what if I don't have a buddy and I'm using a recording? You can just write it down on a sticky note, stick it in front of yourself somewhere that you will see it, and that will be your way of sharing your goal. And the third step is to do check-ins. Checking in at the beginning is setting your goals, saying what you're doing. You can do check in between your session. So if you're taking a 5-minute break in a 1-hour session, you can use that 5-minute break to check in, tell each other how far you've gotten, motivate each other to keep on going, and do a check-in at the end, also sharing your progress. One really good example for me, last year and also 2023, I was struggling to use my planner consistently, and my best friend was also struggling with that. So we decided to do coffee dates on Sunday morning, where we would go to a coffee shop and we would sit down with our coffee, with our drinks, open our planners, plan together, but separately. We each worked on our planners, and it was a type of a parallel play. So we got to spend time together while doing something that we needed to do, which was using our planners. And we made it fun by sharing our colorful pens and stickers. Kind of turned a task that I was dreading doing into something I looked forward to, because I would put it in my planner. Coffee date with my bestie. Habit number 3, harnessing your chronotype, is about timing your tasks to match your natural energy patterns. So your chronotype equals your natural energy patterns.
Think about when you're most energetic, when you feel most creative, and when you'd like to do your hardest work.
Figuring that out is figuring out your chronotype, working with your brain and not against it. How do I identify my chronotype? The first thing you need to do is you need to track yourself for a week. Like, you can use an app, you can use a notes app, you can use a notebook, a piece of paper, and track your energy levels in different parts of the day. Make notes of how you feel throughout the day. Once you've tracked that for a week, you can sit down and identify patterns. Figure out what makes more sense and what patterns are more frequent, and that will give you the answer to what your chronotype is. So once you've figured out your chronotype, you can plan accordingly. Schedule focus heavy tasks during the high energy times of your day and easier tasks during the low energy periods of your day. I discovered that my peak focus time is usually late morning and beginning of the afternoons. Now I schedule my more focus heavy activities for end of the morning, beginning of the afternoon. And then I schedule my other activities that are easier or that don't require a lot of brain power for those hours when my energy is lower and I just need something to relax or something easy to do. So figuring out what works for you, it's a very individual thing. So you have to figure out your own chronotype so that you set yourself up for success. Having ADHD, it's like having a brain that's constantly in power mode. So learning how to direct the energy that you have can help you fine-tune your day or your schedule in a way that works with your brain, helps you get things done. Habit number 4, mindfulness for symptom management. Mindfulness is like this powerful tool, especially for people who are neurodivergent, who have ADHD, and who have chronic pain or chronic illnesses. The goal isn't to be perfect and have a 1-hour meditation session or to be the most zen, mindful human being in the world. The goal is to add mindfulness to your day and use it to your advantage. So finding small, manageable ways to bring calm and awareness into your day. I want to share some simple mindfulness practices that won't overwhelm you and that will actually be really good and helpful and practical. One of them is daily meditation. So start with just 5 minutes a day doing a guided meditation on YouTube, but there's also apps like Headspace. Find the one that works best for you. Test a few out. I can link some below. For me, guided meditations are the best, and the shorter they are, the better. Otherwise, my brain starts going on a little adventure. With just 5 minutes a day, you will see huge changes. It can help with your sleep. It can help with your anxiety. It can help with your focus. It can help ground you. Another really cool mindfulness practice is the body scan. So what is a body scan? Do you need a machine to do it? No. What you need to do is sit down or lie down or even standing up. You take deep breaths and focus on each part of your body and tensioning and releasing the tension in each part of your body. So you start with your toes and tension your toes, breathe, let go of that tension, move onto your feet, coming up until you reach your head. Doing even a 1 minute or 2 minute body scan can help you ground yourself. It can help a lot with the symptoms of chronic pain, but also anxiety and panic attacks, overwhelm, brain fog. For me, it's really helpful. And the third one is something that is used in the other two, which is mindful breathing. Taking deep breaths and focusing on the inhale and exhale. There's many ways to do it. I can link some down below. Just focusing on the breathing, and this can help you ground yourself, and it can be used in the body scan and also in the meditation. So when I have a flare up with my fibromyalgia where my whole body is screaming at me that there is pain and I don't know exactly what the trigger is, it helps me a lot to do the mindful breathing because it helps me stay present. It helps me tell myself I am safe, my body is fine. It doesn't erase the pain, but it helps me feel more in control. Small moments of mindfulness can have big impact on your day. Habit number 5, leveraging AI for executive function support. So this final habit is about embracing technology, and this can be game-changing for your life. It's like having a little assistant to help you remember things, because those of us with ADHD, we sometimes tell ourselves we're going to remember it, but we're famous last words. We are not going to remember it. We have to write it down. So apps like Notion, Google Calendar, Xtiles, they are apps that can help you plan your life virtually. Another great AI tool is voice apps like voice assistants, such as Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. And you can use it to set reminders and timers, hands-free, especially when you're not able to write it down. And the third one is AI writing tools. There's a lot of AI writing tools. There's specific ones for specific things like SEO writing or DeepL or Grammarly. But there's also platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity. ChatGPT could help you to draft an email, and then you can tweak it to make it sound more like you. It can help you to brainstorm ideas or organize ideas. Perplexity can answer a lot of questions, help you with research. And the cool thing about Perplexity is that it also provides you with sources, even YouTube videos, images. It's a really fantastic tool. Use AI in a way that sets you up for success, in a way that helps you improve your life and saves you time. I'm a huge advocate for using it if you learn how to use it in the right way. I've recently started using Xtiles. It's been a game changer for me because it helps me manage my tasks and my ideas. But unlike apps like Notion, which can feel overwhelming with the learning curve, when Xtiles for me has a more ADHD-friendly interface. I think it's more visually intuitive. It allows me to organize my tasks, notes, and plans in a way that feels more natural and less rigid and less overwhelming. For example, I use it to map out my weekly goals and even brainstorm creative ideas, create vision boards and mood boards. And the drag and drop functionality that it has makes it so much easier to rearrange things when plans change, which is often. And I found it to be less intimidating than other tools. I will link Xtiles below so you can check it out. And if you're curious about how I use Xtiles in detail, I am planning a future video where I'll give a tutorial of how I use it and share my setup. So stay tuned for that and let me know in the comments if you would like to see that video. So that is it for today. As we wrap up, remember that building habits takes time. Starting small, being patient, and celebrating your wins is really important. What habit are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on thriving with ADHD and chronic illness. Let me know what else you'd like to see, what else you'd like me to talk about. Until next time, keep leveling up your life. Bye.